Hello and welcome back to another episode. Now today I really want to share with you some knickknacks which have come into my possession in the past couple of months. For the most part these have been things which I've picked up off eBay or maybe a friend has given me, but also one or two things which I've made myself, which I'm really quite pleased with. It's really just a little, I suppose, toy video, and I just fancied sharing some of this funky stuff with yous. Here we go. Okay, so first of all, I actually have a selection of Aliens toys which I rescued from home. These were actually my brother's and mine, and we totally adored them. That is a sort of a, fairly cool toy. It actually has a little rubber sort of pouch on the back of the head where you squeeze it and the mouth pops out. And this was always my favourite alien, not remotely canon, but it's a mantis alien, which I think is such a cool idea. Translucent, and also has this sort of action where you can squeeze the arms, and it's just great fun. But one thing I was always missing was someone to fight the aliens. Sometimes I'd sort of, get certain characters from my toy collection and pair them off against the aliens, but really what was required was this. Get away from her, you bitch! Yep, exactly, the power loader. We have Ripley, or sort of like a version of Ripley in there. This all comes off, and actually she can come out of the housing there, which is wonderful. And there's a great grip action on the top. This is sort of there's like a button just here. I'll just sort of show you, just in there, which means that you can open up these arms and grab the alien by the head or by the throat or something. Let's see if I can just sort of go. Yeah, exactly. How much fun is that? This didn't cost me all that much off eBay, and the only thing that was missing was that in the back at the top there's like some sort of missile shooter thingy. Oh, you can't quite see it on the camera. Hang on. There's that. Shift that out of the way. A missile sort of shooter gun type thing, which actually folds down onto the back of the robot anyway, and to be honest, it's not really something which I take away from the films, at least. So I'm very happy with that, and it just brought such a smile to my face. I wish there was a bit more articulation in the arm. All of this is just basically one solid piece of plastic, but that's just gorgeous, and now I have them fighting forever on my shelf. Next we have Arnie himself, Terminator. This is a purchase from a toy fair, actually from a local Comic-Con, but it is an exact. It's one of the figures which I had growing up, and it's really quite weird actually when you think about it, because he has to stay in this pose, because as soon as you drop his arm, that pops off and reveals the Terminator inside. And I love the fact that his head is this sort of perfect kind of flesh-coloured. I don't know. It's almost like a block of cheese, like from the side. It's a bit weird, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Next is one which is very special to me, and that is Metalhead from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys. He's not complete. He should have like a propeller type thing on top of his backpack there, but he is nonetheless absolutely fantastic. He's special to me, and I think I mentioned this in my 30-year-old geek video, because he at times got me through some really dark emotional parts of my life, especially in and around after Dad died. So Metalhead, I again picked up off eBay, and I'm really pleased I did. He just reminds me of a toy which sadly my cousin stole from me, but he is magnificent, isn't he? Absolutely wonderful. Here we have a little statue which a friend of mine sent my way. He didn't want it, basically. How the hell would you not want this? A wonderful little version of Harley Quinn. Very topical at the moment, obviously, with the Suicide Squad movie, but I particularly love the fact that she has this sort of, stylized version of the animated series look to her. I really quite like her pixie boots as well. She looks cute, but she also looks as though she's just about to bop you on the head. I love her. Captain Bucky O'Hare goes nowhere, goes where no ordinary rabbit would dare. That's it. Captain Bucky, and also his arch nemesis. this Toad General type. These two guys I came across at a local comic book store. They didn't really know what they had actually, so they basically gave them to me along with a comic purchase. But these guys, I have such great memories of watching Bucky O'Hare at my grandparents'. Oddly enough, just before Baywatch came on, because my granddad would rush to watch Baywatch after we'd watched our Bucky O'Hare. So at the time I didn't quite understand why he wanted to watch Baywatch and not Bucky O'Hare, but you know, now I understand. But yeah, Bucky O'Hare is such a favourite, childhood favourite of mine, and these two figures, to much I didn't even know that they did action figures in the UK for them, so it's a real pleasure to have them, definitely. Here's something which I didn't buy, but I made. This is a Lon Lon Ranch bottle of milk, based loosely on the design from Ocarina of Time, the label at least. It's basically a small bottle with a cork and some PVA glue mixed with water inside for the milk, and I really like it. I made this a couple of weeks ago now. I didn't think it warranted its own how to make video, because it's quite straightforward. But I think it's really quite sweet, and it's gone on my my recently made things shelf, so I can look at it while I'm working. And finally, here's something which I think I might have mentioned in my video about Metroid Prime. This is a lovely little figure of Samus Aran. She is in her upgraded purple coloured costume. I forgot what the exact name for it is. But she's wonderful. She's got lots of points of articulation all over the place. Her arm cannon, her the arm twists and turns, and all this kind of thing. It's actually a very good figure, and only cost a couple of pounds from a local toy emporium. Sadly, they didn't have the normal coloured Samus Aran. Otherwise, I probably would have got her, just orange and yellow. But I quite like the colour purple anyway. So I love this. It came in the post and is absolutely adorable. And actually also came with what they call the mystery box. And inside the mystery box was Samus in her ball form. So a wonderful little pickup. And again, just brings a smile to my face every time I see it. So there you go, that's just a few items which I've come across in the past couple of months, or I've made in fact, and which now live here in my, my hobby corner. I think the main reason why I have these things is because they bring me joy. I don't tend to show them off. This isn't really to show them off, this is just sharing my enthusiasm for them, I suppose. I don't sort of say to people, you got to come round and see my shit, kind of thing. Rather, it's more a case of, especially considering this is also my office, this room actually. So just over there is my desk, just over there is my work sort of corner. It's really nice to surround myself with things which are relaxing, which give me some emotional buoyancy during the day, especially when I'm waiting for something to happen for work. It's really nice to be able to play with Batman, or play. or grab a Batmobile from off the top of the bookshelf there, and I think that's the main thing. Some people like to have a serene office. Some people like to surround themselves with pictures of friends and family. Some people like to, for example, have sports memorabilia on display. And in my case, I surround myself with things which bring me joy and which just make my day, a little bit happier, I guess. So hopefully you guys understand. Anyway, as ever, until next time, do take care. Bye bye.